Let's go, let's go, let's go. You are officially in the Michigan Man Cave. Welcome to the Man Cave, your place for any and all things national champion.
The national
Yeah.
championship man cave, baby.
Hey, throw up them chains. Let them see them chains, y'all.
The national championship man cave, baby. Holla at your boy.
All
Hey,
seeing eye. All seeing eye.
It has been a long time.
Dog. You know, the luster still ain't wore off for me, It's still lustrous.
look, everybody. There's a reason we haven't hopped on till now. One, we were just too high on the clouds to even come back down to record a podcast. Two,
Smoking at Washington Pat.
smoking that Washington pack. Two, we had a long couple days out in Houston. For those of y'all who didn't know, the Michigan Man Cave was officially in the building.
Officially.
And
Sweet life. Hashtag sweet life. My bad. Go ahead.
yeah, we gonna get to that. Somehow, some way, we then came up on a sweep at the national championship game.
No, we do.
And let's just say it was a few days that I'll never forget ever.
It was gorgeous time.
For sure.
And especially coming off, I mean, let's see, we went to Georgia, Michigan 2021, Miami, we saw that L take place. We went to Michigan, Florida State, Miami, saw that L take place. We went to Florida, Michigan,
Orlando.
Mercedes-Benz, Atlanta, saw that L take place. We went to
The one in Orlando, who do we beat in that bowl game?
we went to, that was Harbaugh's
Florida.
bowl game. Michigan,
Florida,
Florida,
yeah.
Citrus Bowl.
Rudolph.
Yep, that was a victory. But and then we
Hey,
also
just think, dog, like at the beginning of that season, we was like, man, we back, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
we thought it was going to be a lot quicker, but and then we also went to Outback Bowl, Jadeveon Clowney hit helmet game. We saw that L take place. So
On the 50-yard line to see that.
Right on the yard line that the hit took place on. So I'm only giving y'all this background so y'all could fully understand the joy that we had in watching this victory take place. So usually when we come on with y'all, we have a somewhat of a script that we follow. I'll tell you right now, we ain't got no script.
All joy. It's all joy.
We are freestyling in the booth.
You're from the heart.
Like Jay-Z. And I'm gonna just let you take it over, man. Just wherever you want to go with it, brother. We national champs. You can't do no wrong.
Can't do no wrong. Hey, I appreciate that. I like that it's off the cuff because you done heard all week all the takes, you know what I'm saying, all the breakdown, all analysis. This is just straight up coming from the heart, man. I love Team 144, man. They fought through adversity, did some great things throughout the season. We said Michigan versus everybody, man, and we did just that, dog. To be national championships, man, it's still surreal. After even being at the game, it's still surreal. Couldn't even believe it when the confetti dropped, but it's starting to sink in. I done ordered my Michigan flags, my championship flags, and ordered everything, got it coming. So I just want to shout out people. I'll start my shout outs with I've heard a lot about we want JJ to come back, which I do. You know what I'm saying? Give him another year. He won if he wants to come back. But Blake Corum, we 31-0, man, when he scored a touchdown. I like that streak. 31-0, bro. So just want to drop a couple gems on y'all, man, but go blue.
Dean, talk to us, man. You know, you was day one before even the game started. You was in the zone.
So, I mean, I think I said last podcast 21 points. You know, we didn't, and was it 21 points? It was 21 points. Damn man, if I wasn't right, but I took it back down. Remember, I said y'all kind of talked me off the ledge, but no, man. Enough with that, you know, those shenanigans, me just being right, you know, but on top of that, dog, like, like you said, Chan, you made the point clear with the how many bowl games we done been to, how many L's we done took, 3 losses in a row in the semifinals. And then being able to actually be there, dog, and have that atmosphere and everything, bro. Like, it was surreal. You know, it was a surreal moment when we landed in Houston. To add to Bowie's point, Blake Corum's the only person to score a touchdown in every single game this season. You know what I'm saying? So just to add on to that 31-0.
We're Blake streak right now. We'll switch up the streaks.
You know, but yeah, dog, just a long time coming. Can't nobody tell us shit. You know what I mean? I wore my chain to work. I wore my chain to work. Everybody's like, where's Coach Bowie at? And then I walk in with the big chain gang, and they like, oh, some kids don't know. They in Miami, they don't know. They like, what's the M for? I'm like, get out of my face, little dog. Can't tell me shit right now. But you know, just like I said, the luster's still on. It hasn't wore off for me. So,
Yeah.
I can do what y'all want with that.
And I just want to talk about
Talk to me.
how Michigan as a brand is, I mean, it's officially can I say it? We're the biggest box out there. I know Saban and them have, multiple championships, Jordan, all of that. But if you go look at the numbers, the most eyes on the television watching games for the last 2 years has been Michigan, has caught more eyeballs than anybody. Now, don't shoot the messenger. Go look it up yourself go look. And the way that Michigan was there in Houston representing was insane.
We were deep.
When I say Michigan had Washington outnumbered 70 to 30%.
He's not lying.
Those are big facts.
Not only in the stadium, but around town, just around the hotel.
Our hotel was a prime example. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not even close. He ain't got into a little rift in the stadium walking through the hall. Not a rift, but just a quick back and forth with a gentleman who tried
to banter. You know what I'm saying? Competitive banter.
Keen, he tried to say they was representing equally. Tell us about that conversation.
It wasn't really a conversation. It was more like a smackdown, you know what I'm saying? Because I was giving a number of facts. So the guy was like, I guess he was saying, oh, we're on the wrong side. That's why it looks like this. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's all blue and that's why it's all maize. And I'm like, well, I don't know what stadium you in. You know what I'm saying? The whole ass stadium we was in, NRG Stadium. We'll get to that maybe later. But I don't know what stadium you're in, dog, but we done been around this thing and fans just don't stay on one side, you know what I'm saying? It's fans everywhere. And even like just looking at the stands from where we were at in the Sweet Life, you know what I'm saying? Plug a Sweet Life, you know what I'm saying? You could tell fans, they're gonna believe what they want. It's subjective opinion. You know what I mean? He said his piece about, oh, we're on the wrong side. I'm like, nah, bro, we on every side. We everywhere. You can't get away from us.
Yeah.
18 in the suite, like you were saying, in the suite, it was how many people was in there? You say about 25, 30?
I think it was 6 people total.
25, 30, but it was only like 3 Washington fans even in the suite we was in.
No, it was them 3
big dudes and the 3 Asian dudes.
The 3 in the back. Okay, y'all seen some more. I really
those 3 big white dudes was
exactly. The dude who was like sitting on the step the whole time.
In the way of our championship and in the way of me going to the bathroom.
I didn't think he was supposed to be in there, so that's why I ain't count him. I was like, yo, you ain't supposed to be in here. You don't got no seat.
Nah, he was. Hey, and I heard every groan and grunt from him the entire game. He was just hey, when I say he was a distressed fan over there the whole time, like he wasn't really making noises, but you could just hear it in his body actions. He was just like,
you get shuffling of clothes and shit. Like,
I know you got to play the game, but come on, man, that's exactly how we scripted it out, bro. Like they don't got no defense.
Nah, when he was over there, I knew he was over there feeling like the pressure because he kept hitting this one like
it's getting hot in here.
Yeah.
Damn, Daddy, I know you had titties.
Facts. So actually, you know what? Let's just hop to one of these. Let me pull one of these videos up. We can see. So if y'all think we capping about the Michigan contingent in the building. The eye in the sky never lies. So let me see if I can get this going here.
That dad of the two sons, the Asian dad, was real aggressive early, and then he kind of shut up.
Oh, he knew better. He was like, "This game's over. Let me tuck." Hey, right when the game, them last couple touchdowns, they tucked tail and got up out of there.
Excuse me. No pictures, please.
He had on a windbreaker, so I didn't give him much clout.
Right.
If it wasn't starter.
All right, let me see if I can get this going here. Can y'all see this?
Yep.
All right, so let's see if we can.
That's my dog right there. He was.
Know if y'all can hear it.
Joe did.
Y'all hear it? I'm about to show where the Michigan fans is compared to Washington.
We're all over there. That's all Michigan over there to the left. Everything.
And we way deeper in here. Stop. I'm gonna show y'all what Washington got. Starts right about there. And it goes to
right there.
Rest is blue.
We was deep in the street.
That was a good shot. Very diplomatic.
We was deep in the streets out here.
I said that the eye in the sky don't lie. Let's see if we can let them know, you know what I'm saying, what we was on out there. Hold on, let me see something real quick. See if I can't get
we was on go mode.
Let me see if I can't get this one going. Yes, sir. We was out there. Shoot, let me see something. My bad.
Deep in these streets.
All right, let's get this one going here. Hey, shout out Keen. He's the man behind the plan with this, but again, we was officially sweet lifed up in there.
Oh,
officially in the building.
Shout out to the lovely attendant.
Frank the Tank. That was Frank the Tank. Look at the leg sleeve.
Can't take people nowhere, man. Hey, come here.
Everybody peep the leg sleeve on Bowie.
Put me in the game, coach.
I don't get out enough. We go up here.
How y'all doing? Go blue.
Bruh.
Top.
Live, bruh.
Top flight of the world, Craig.
And we was like on the 50, baby.
Hey, the view was like amazing.
The atmosphere was
like for the
electric.
Michigan Man Cave podcast. Nickelodeon show.
We ain't gonna fight too hard, but
everything. It was a culmination of things that came together for us to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It was wow. What a time. So I guess let's just talk briefly about the game. We're not about to go all through it because, like B
Y'all
said,
seen it.
You done heard all the takes and all of that. But the only thing that I hated was we let them hang around too long. We had plenty times to stomp them out. And B, during the game, we were talking about it. We like to keep everybody within one possession. I don't get that.
We always do it, bro. You brought up the point. I don't know. It was the year before in a podcast, but you hate them one possession games, and we always do it, dog. We don't never dribble on nobody's neck, man. That's the only bad thing that I took away from the game. Other than that, man, it was flawless. But if we could get over that hump to where we just end teams and don't let them hang around, bro, it not even more comforting to us, but just as fans, but it just be another step of another goal we could accomplish. You know what I'm saying? As where we handling business.
Yeah. Kane, I think it was the one euphoric moment we had, and you caught it, I believe, live. I wish I should have pulled that clip up. The Mikey Sainris still pick. Keen was coaching him the whole way. Go, come back. Talk to us about that moment. Was that the moment you officially
this way?
This game is over.
Yeah. Yeah, it was about that time because we were up, I think 2 scores at that time, right?
14.
Yeah. And you know, like it's been that one possession game the whole third quarter. You know, our third quarter was kind of slow, and then I think it was a Quorum TD that put us up 2 touchdowns. But then for Mikey to get that pick, it's like that just takes all the life out of you because Penix he didn't have a good game. You know what I'm saying? And for him to throw that pick and for us to return it like that, and then to put it away, put up 3 touchdowns. My score prediction damn near. But I mean, yeah, it was it, bro. That was a wrap. After that, I was like, all right, let's bring out the champagne bottles. Let's crack
Another
them.
one of my takes. The reason why Penix didn't have a good game is because we were designed to beat a team like that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Just
Yeah.
want to throw that in there.
Yep.
Hey,
yep.
and now you can't tell me that Stroud, Ohio State, them corner receivers weren't better than this bunch. You know what I'm saying? Can't
They
tell me
were.
that. You know what I mean?
They were. And I mean, their best receiver, Odunze, I mean, he had like 80-something yards, but I think like
One catch was 44 yards.
one
Right.
catch was
Yeah.
44,
Yeah.
and that was on like the last series of the game on a
Yeah.
busted coverage. Like, silly.
Right.
I was pissed during that time. Like, how do we bust the coverage now? We finally got the 2 TD lead. If y'all gonna bust it short. Like,
Yeah.
both of y'all need to go with him.
Right.
Keep everything in front of you.
Anyway,
Kids these
it was
days,
no harm, no foul. But hey, man, the big time players made the big time plays in the big time games. I think it was just, I mean, it was a team of destiny, like we said. And if you think about it, man, the way that Forum delivered that final touchdown, the final 2 actually, but the one that kind of separated us, putting us up 14.
Yeah.
And then
12
from
yards, the
Nike,
12-yard run where he had to break through like tackles, like, get off me, bitch.
Yep. Oh, and actually, we're gonna show that. I got that
Hey,
clip.
look at that. It's organic over here on these Michigan Man Cave podcasts.
Yep. But for Blake to do that, and then the next series for Sainer still to pick it off, it was just like, this is officially who we are. A team. Y'all know I kept saying it before every big game. I was saying, yo, we're a team full of vets who have been here. They ain't scared of the moment. They done took these L's. This is like what it takes to get to the mountaintop. You kind of got to go through that fire. And all them dudes, almost everybody, the veterans on this team, I mean, they all went through 2 L's straight in the playoffs. So it was like, yo, we ain't no more geek to be here, just in like living in the moment. Like, oh no, it's like they had a goal. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, what did Blake Corum say? Brent, a buoy, finish what? Business finish business.
Hey, and that
business finish. Stand on it.
That was a bar. I love when he said that because he went from all season unfinished business, and then that final interview on the podium,
set him up.
He said, "Business is finished." The crowd went crazy. I was like, "Hey, man, Blake is up there, bro. All-time Michigan greats, bro. I don't know what he gonna do in the league, but as far as when it comes to Michigan, dog, I know he ain't win no Heisman, but he is. I
Michigan
mean,
lore, forever Michigan lore,
bro. I mean, I honestly, as far as like, I ain't talking about the 50s and the 40s and all that, like in new, relevant, since we've been born. I would say, though, he got to go behind Chuck. That's it. Chuck won the Heisman.
Blake Gamer could have won it last year had he not got hurt. Maybe he would have.
He was on pace. That was the reason why it was so devastating, because he was on pace to win the Heisman last year.
Yep. So I think with a national championship, which obviously it was huge, he was probably the biggest reason behind it, not just from him scoring touchdowns, but his leadership. Making the big plays. That run versus Bama, he had his iconic moment. Like,
right.
I'm trying not to overreact for the moment, but I mean, this is the best team. Arguably, this is the best team in Michigan football history you could make. The only one to go 15-0. And he was by far and away the leader, led the nation in touchdown. How is he not up there right behind Chuck?
Oh, yeah.
Desmond Howard didn't win a chip. He got a Heisman, didn't get a chip. Y'all can talk me off of that if you want to, but
I mean, you're dropping facts. I can't rebut to these facts.
I never even thought of it. Who's second? But I mean, Great. These are some great points. You sold me, buddy. And I don't
Yeah.
know.
And I believe they should give an honorary ring to
Aiden.
Hutch. Exactly, bruh. He
Bro,
started it.
I was
Not
about to
this
say that
game.
earlier when you was talking, dog. Like, you got to give props to the teams before them, it's because their foundation that this team built off of, bro. Like, we changed our culture for a minute there. Our culture got like down, bro. Like, it was down in the dumps. You know what I'm saying? In earlier seasons. So yeah, Aiden and that team last year, man, they really started something, dog, and you could tell it carried over.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see if I can find this last clip real quick, because I wanna.
Hey, bro, I don't got pushback. I just want to throw this out there because, because he plays the quarterback position, people might slide him up above Corum. But JJ is 27-1 as a starter, 3-0 versus Ohio State, 3 Big Ten titles, 3 trips to the college football playoff, and now he got a natty. So
Let's say 2A, 2B. How about that?
right, if you get any pushback anywhere, and it's just because he plays quarterback, that's the only pushback I feel like you would get from anybody. But I agree with you on Corum.
That's an objective, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can't go that far with JJ just because he didn't play great. He didn't
I
screw
don't
the
have
kid.
that breakout moment. That moment, like you saying, I don't have that from JJ. So I
Didn't
got to
have
give
it.
it to Corum.
Yeah, JJ makes enough plays. Like, he's not scared of the moment. He'll make the play when we need it, but he's not carrying us. You know what I'm saying? Like, Blake's carrying us.
And he also needs help making the play because there was 2 catches in that game that it was like, oh, them balls was, and they were 2 big catches that people made. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was a dart on them. They had to make an extra little effort play to get the catch and run. So, yeah, I'll stick with your take on Corum.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna take nothing away from JJ. Something has to be said. He's a winner, though. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
he's a winner, and I don't underestimate that. I mean, they said he won it. He won a championship in high school, and then he won a championship here. I think he won in Illinois. Then he won at IMG when he went down there, and then he's a national champ here. So he's got winner in his blood. He's definitely like.
Sounds like some Cam Newton type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga won wherever he went.
Yep. So we'll see where JJ falls on the all-time charts, but he definitely will be behind Hutchinson for me. So, but his record speaks for itself. It said the 3rd highest winning percentage by QB in FBS history, which is insane.
Right.
So, yeah. Anyways, let's get this. All right, this one's actually showing full screen, so we're gonna get this one, and make sure y'all pay attention to the end when somebody's very, very happy to be here. Sideways. My bad. This is the wrong one anyway. Hold on. My bad, y'all.
No, you good. I do tell you one thing, like, just all leading up to the game and all this talk about Penix Jr. and like, I wasn't worried about Penix Jr. dog. Like, I was more like excited about our defense, what we were gonna do to him. You know what I'm saying? But Washington's gonna win. And you see all these takes. The Kansas City Chiefs did one where they was like, "Who's gonna win? Washington, Michigan." And a whole bunch of people said Washington. I'm like,
yeah, I saw that.
Who y'all be watching, bro? Like, what are y'all just saying that because of your heart and y'all hate on me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
defense always travels.
We're the most hated,
defense
and
always
we got a lot of fans.
All right, y'all can see that. We good?
Yep.
All right, so this is the final knockout blow. Everybody wanted this. We was up 1 possession pretty much the whole second half until this touchdown. And I want everybody to pay attention to the sheer joy in our suite of all the Michigan fans. We was all like family by the end of this thing.
Right. Yeah, we done went through every emotion together. Cool. Quick attack. Man. Yeah, I mean 4K. Damn, look. Look, I just, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna be like, nah, bro, get away from me, dog. I didn't initiate, you know what I'm saying? He was like, he was like, bro. I'm like,
Why ain't y'all help me?
yeah, man.
Man over there hugging and shit.
What you say? He said, "B in his ear." Sorry for
For
B
20
said,
years.
sorry for all the years of
I don't know. I forgot. Shit. Fuck it.
20 years of oppression.
Oh, did I say that? I see.
Yeah.
It's so sorry, man, for all those years of oppressing your people.
Ain't got no sense, bro. I wasn't faded, but I was a little tipsy at the game. It was a good time.
Hey, we was knocking back the drinks, and B said he wasn't buying one of those fifths. What was they taxing for the fifth of
165. That was 4 times the price of a fifth. Like, bruh.
that was for like a bottle of Crown, like nothing even
Right.
crazy.
Ain't no way, son.
Yeah,
Ain't no way.
So
Just because I won my pick 'em, I was ready to trick it off. But y'all some real G's for that. Y'all like, man, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, y'all some real G's for that. That's real brothers right there.
Yeah.
I would have been pissed. Once I sobered, I'd have been pissed. Like, what was you doing?
yeah, man, they were
Smack my own
taxing.
damn
So
self.
hey, the sweet life was a great life, but one thing they was not including was fifths of liquor. So
Oh,
but you know, that was all besides the point. We was in the building. That was the most
yeah.
important
Hey,
thing.
but our motto was we don't want to get too drunk to where we can't remember nothing. So I think we was at a nice even kill without the fifth.
We was at a nice even kill. So man, all right, we can kind of wrap that portion up. I mean, obviously, I'm sure y'all here. We're still floating. Man, it was a trip to remember. You know, we kind of made the decisions not last minute, but somewhat last minute. It was probably
It was
by
like Thursday, Friday-ish.
Right. Where we
Thursday.
actually pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
I ain't
Once we got the
my
plane
flight till Friday.
Yeah, once we got the plane ticket, I was like, all right, we going.
Right. It's official.
Yeah. So, I mean, all in all, man, I'm happy we went. Wouldn't trade the experience in for the world. So, but moving on, let's talk briefly about Harbaugh. So, I'm gonna give y'all my take. Y'all can tell me where y'all at with it. So, I definitely want him back, but I only want him back if he's going to commit to us for at least say 4 more years. If he's gonna do this same thing next year, maybe leave next year, just go now.
Right.
Yeah.
Or 2 years, just go now. If you can't commit to us for, you know, a decent amount of time where we can get back and stay active, then go now. And I say that because if you're gonna go while our stock is sky high as far as recruits coming, you know, transfer portal guys, all those things, as opposed to next year. I mean, obviously, we hope to be back, but we are going to lose a ton, especially offensively, depending upon who all leaves, which I would expect most of these guys to leave. Who knows? Maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe JJ will come back. But offensively, we're going to lose a ton. So I'm just saying, if next year, say we were to go 10-2, right, or 9-3 or something like that, and then he decides to leave, it's going to be like the aura is going to have worn off a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, recruits going, oh yeah, Michigan tight, but we won't be held in quite the same regard as we are now. So either commit to us for 3-4 more years, or go now and let either Sharon Moore or Mentor take over. You know, there was some rumblings out there that Washington's coach was actually looking at us, or we were looking at him, if Harbaugh had made the decision already. But, you know, he was a hot name out there. Alabama jumped on that really quick, which I think it was a good hire. Yeah. And I feel like if he does leave and we bring somebody in from the outside, I don't feel like our coordinators are going to stick around. I feel like they might have some more opportunities, especially because in their mind, they will be like, I was supposed to get that gig.
Yeah,
You know,
Right.
and I feel like even Mentor may stick around if Sharon got it, because he's like, at least he got it. You know what I'm saying? I can live with
Yeah.
My
as
homie.
opposed to an outsider.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it. I want to keep, I told y'all on the group chat, I want to keep Mentor more than Sharon Moore. I know he's a great offensive line coach. So, but that defense, man, you know, if we got the Bulls out there, he can scheme it up. So that's my take on it, Keen. I don't know what you think about
Oh,
our
yeah,
coaching
yeah.
situation. We could talk about some players and guys that already, you know, announced they're going to the NFL, who's leaving, who potentially is coming back. But let's just start with that.
Yeah. The things I read are like he wants to stay. It's always been up to Michigan. You know what I'm saying? If we'll allow him to be there. That's what I read
I don't
recently.
believe that.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, I can't. Not the way you acted.
but yeah, I agree with you. If he was to leave, this is now the time. Like, do it. Just like Saban tried to hate on all our national championship, you know what I'm saying, highlights and, you know what I'm saying, headlines by announcing he retiring like Tuesday. Like, come on, bro. But if you are gonna leave, do it now. You know what I'm saying? We got a championship pedigree, and like I agree with you on bringing somebody from the outside in. That would be detrimental to the I would say the culture that's been built, you know what I'm saying? Especially winning a championship now. You can't bring in somebody that ain't won a championship. Like that wouldn't even make no damn sense. So I would say promote from inside. I wouldn't mind seeing, like you said, if Sharon Moore, he did a great job winning those games for us when Harbaugh was down. I mean, that would be I would say the first candidate on the list, maybe, if not Mentor, you know what I'm saying? Because they both did wonderful jobs as assistants this year. I would say the top two assistants in the country. You know, nobody did it better to me in my eyes. My opinion is subjective, of course, but you know what
That's
I'm
fair
saying?
though.
I think real football people and fans would agree with that. But yeah, man, I agree with everything you said. Leave if you are gonna leave, which I don't think he is. You leave now. And if you
Yeah.
are gonna promote, if you are gonna hire somebody, promote from inside the organization.
Yeah. And I'm just getting this now. You probably can't see it now, but it's literally coming to my phone right now. I mean, Chargers, Raiders. He's supposed to be meeting with these guys. So, but I'm kind of with you. Last year, I thought he was gone. Maybe even the year before, even more so. So I'm with you. Like until he actually dips.
Yeah.
I remember after last year saying, if this thing happens again next year, I'm not believing none of it until it
Right.
happens.
Yeah.
So
Right.
here we are. So I'm sticking to my guns.
And
But
even just to add to that, like I mean, the NFL is like, okay, you can go to NFL. We know that you can coach the NFL, but why not build a legacy somewhere? What's up with all this? Stay in Michigan. Stop doing all this switcherooing. You know what I'm saying? Not all this because he's been with us for what 9 years now, 9 seasons. So build a legacy, man. We were a couple plays, couple players, couple like discipline actions away from going to the championship 2 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? Or 3 years in a row. We're building a legacy. We got a culture here, man. Let's keep it going.
yeah. And
That's my bid for him. If you hear
if
this,
you think
Harbaugh.
about it, like everybody acts like Harbaugh, was trash until these last few years. It's like the spot game, that was essentially if we would have got that spot, JT was short. We're gonna win that Big Ten championship and go to the playoff. And then we've lost 2 playoffs in a row. And then this is his would have been his 4th playoff if we get that spot. So if you were to say, hey, in 9 years, y'all gonna go to the playoffs 4 times, I mean, that don't sound as bad as Harbaugh can't win the big game.
And
So
that's really the only like negative on those seasons is we lost because, like you said, all the accolades we just mentioned, Quorum, how many got 31-0. JJ is what 20 something. He only got 2-3 losses in his
27-1.
college career. You know what I'm saying? So all that happened in that span. Just it wasn't capitulated by a championship trophy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we lost twice to Georgia, and it just stinks a little bit.
yeah. B, where you at with Harbaugh?
Hey, man, in his words, he can finally sit at the big person table, you know what I'm saying, and his family. Might as well continue it and keep it going. To your point, if he keeps doing this, I get the feel of like the fans won't turn against him, but it'll leave a bad taste in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Aaron Rodgers a couple years ago when he was always like kind of holding us hostage. You know what I mean? Like, commit already. If you ain't, just go. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to seem like I don't want him to come back because I do. If we I agree with both of y'all points on the head coach. It should either go to Mentor or Sharon. But yeah, I ain't got too much to say about it. If he stays, well, hey King, no, I want to say King. The only reason I don't believe is if it's up to Michigan is because the money's on the table. I don't think it's about money.
Yeah, they
So
gave him the offer.
yeah, I mean, like, what else would it be? Why you ain't signing other than you ain't ready to commit? So to your point, Train, if you gonna commit now, if you ain't gonna commit now, just go ahead and take it off because you've accomplished everything that we've asked of you. You know what I'm saying? When you first came.
Yeah. And I mean, if he leaves now, dog, he's gonna be. I mean, he's gonna go down like Bo Schembechler. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
one of the top coaches.
He gonna
It
be
ain't
in
no
that
meat
thing.
left on the bone. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he got unfinished business. You can leave and
Finish
you
the
did
business.
everything we asked you to do.
Hey, if he
Yeah.
leaves now, he'll part on good terms. If he leaves anytime after that, it's like, and we're not good, we didn't win a championship, we don't win another championship, you know what I'm saying? Then it'll just be like, man, dang, like, should have been
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I believe if he does stay with us, like, all right, I'm done. Like, if he actually finally did say, I'm done with messing with the NFL, I'm just here for long term, 10 more years. We're gonna get another one. You know what I'm saying? I believe that.
I
So,
believe that too.
Because now we especially got the monkey off our back. It's like, now we know we can win one.
right. Yeah, exactly. That's that culture foundation stuff we talking about, where it's like, we ain't scared of Bama no more. We ain't scared of Georgia's no more. Like, we actually going in that thing, like, we
Hey,
can.
we're back in the blue bloods now, like the top, you know what I'm saying? That first tier, we're on that tier. Now we done ascended, you know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. So, let's move to the offense though briefly. B, talk to me, man. No, no,
We
no.
ain't mentioned one person's name yet, dog. I'm kind of surprised that nobody's mentioned his name and the Don, dog.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Huge,
yeah. It
huge,
crossed my
huge
mind. Yeah,
game, man.
yeah.
We've been asking for him all year, been waiting for him all year. He actually got two records in that game. Longest championship game runs, he got one of 46 and 41, and he's right behind Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had 50, so shot himself up, got his name back out on that board. We didn't see him in the past game like we wanted to, but he said, "Hey man, just hand that thing to me. I'll show y'all my shiftiness."
Hey, and he showed he was a gamer because if you think last year the biggest game, Ohio State, how he took off on them, and then obviously this game, but it looked like I don't know if he was banged up all year, but his speed was 100% back on those runs, like what
Right.
we were expecting that burst to be all season, and he never did actually get that crease like we wanted to fully see that. So maybe it's been there. He just hadn't been able to get that one little crease he needed to show the top end speed, but it's there still, 100%. It's there. He ate up angles on both of those runs, not even close. So yeah, definitely shout out to Dom. But that's not the question I was going to ask you. But I'm happy you brought that up because that did cross my mind earlier. Um, let's go through. Let's do it. Let's do a little round robin here. I'm gonna start with you, B. JJ, staying or going?
Going.
King.
Same thing, JJ. Staying. Just because I'm trying to, staying.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say staying just because JJ he's a Michigan man. He seems to love Michigan, and I do think it's gonna end up boiling down to what his stock's
Yeah.
looking like. If he is gonna go first round, like some are projecting, he might leave, but I do think he loves Michigan, and ultimately I think he'll be back. All right, good. B, Donovan Edwards, staying or going?
Going. Running
Dang.
back shelf life ain't that long, so you got to go when it's hot.
King.
Staying. NIL, he gonna make that money. He gonna be like a third, fourth, fifth, seventh round or something like that. NIL money, staying.
Donovan, I'm gonna go with going. He had that game right there. He showed, all you gotta do is show that
Oh, a
you
little
can do
bit.
it.
Right.
And that's the difference with JJ. He still hadn't had that
That's a good
moment,
point. Yeah, that's a good point.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Donovan going. So those are like the two unknowns. I don't know if y'all saw that Roman Wilson, who actually has the COVID year too, he could come back, which I doubt that because he already accepted an invite to the Senior Bowl, and they said once you go to the Senior Bowl,
Right.
you can't come back.
Right.
So they said you can pull out of attending the game. So he still hasn't been to the Senior
Right,
Bowl,
right.
but he plans on attending the Senior Bowl. So I don't foresee Roman coming back. Cornelius Johnson is out of eligibility, so obviously he's gone. Y'all think he gonna get a sniff of the league? B?
Pretty sure he is. He like 6. Well, he's 6 what? 2?
He reminds me of Donovan Peoples-Jones,
but not as
not as athletic.
Yeah, this year he just. I mean, it was a quiet year, bro.
He had in the championship game. There were 2 first downs early that he grabbed, or 2 good catches that he had. You know what I'm saying? That drop made him look bad. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he definitely could be a free agent. You know what I'm saying? But just like high draft pick, no. But I mean, he might end up on somebody's practice team. You know what I'm saying? Just because we won the Natty and stuff. But yeah, I just think he had too quiet of a year to be on anybody's draft board.
It just and also it depends on the combine, or like, you know what I'm saying, what they do in the combine.
He don't strike me as a combine monster though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? You can count on him to do what he's supposed to do.
Roman Wilson had 48 receptions. Cornelius Johnson had 47. Loveland had 45.
Dang, that don't seem like that.
Because Roman
He
Wilson
only had one more reception in him. Dang.
Yeah. But Roman Wilson had 12 touchdowns, so it's just
that's a difference.
He only had 1.
That's a huge difference.
I don't see it, man. I don't see him sticking in the league.
Practice squad.
I would rather him come back and just be like a receivers coach. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
receivers.
Our teacher cat.
Grad assistant. A
grad assistant. There you go.
Yeah. All right. So lineman wise, Keegan's gone. I believe the Darius
Henderson, he declared for the draft. Yeah, he gone.
He's
all them going.
Zinter left.
He's out. Zinter's out. I believe Nugent's out of eligibility.
Nugent's out of eligibility.
So we're gonna that's all receivers. So
all new line.
Both receivers gone. The 2 top receivers, pretty much a whole new line. Blake gone, potentially Donovan gone. I mean, this is like our. So, I mean,
that's a gutty. That is
hey, all y'all gotta do is give me a chip. The rest will figure it out.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. We mortgaged everything on this chip, and we got it. So, offense is going to look totally different.
Completely different. We got to get used to all new names.
So, and maybe that'll play into JJ being like, I'm coming back to an empty shelf. So maybe that might lean to him leaving too.
There's a lot of factors that on JJ, you know what I'm saying? What round he going, because he can make money at Michigan. You know what I'm saying? With the NIL, he gonna make bread.
If he stays, they'll make it worth it for him for sure.
Oh, yeah. All he got to walk in and do is this.
I ain't going to class today, professor. Okay, JJ.
That's it.
Buddy.
Yes, damn it, JJ, get her done.
So I don't know, man. Offense is going to look completely different. I definitely feel like we need to get some more receivers, though, because Clemens.
Go in that transfer point. We need, definitely.
Yep. Darius Clemens transferred out. I think I told Keen that at the game. I said, hey, bro, I'd be shocked if he don't transfer after this game.
You did say that. You caught a lot of things this weekend. You know what I'm
saying?
I called a pick. I called a San Francisco pick. Well, you was calling, he was calling a lot of shit. Like that Roman Wilson, the fake, the option, he pulled it, and that one where it was like, don't throw it, and he threw it, and it got right over his head, and he went out.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So we real light at receiver. Like, I like Samaj Morgan.
Tyler Morris.
I feel like I don't feel like he's a take the top off the defense guy, though. I like Tyler Morris. Like, I like all these guys. I don't love any of these dudes, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they'll come into their own. Fred Moore, the other young guy, he looks like he's gonna be pretty.
Loveland's gonna have to get way more touches.
Loveland.
Carmelo English,
right?
Like they got single digit numbers. Like, it seems like they'd be next in line. You know what I'm saying? People don't get single digit numbers for.
Hey, but you can double up now, so that's.
I know, but not on the same side of the ball, though, right?
No, I think they wasn't getting in the game, so they just got a number. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a double number because they wasn't never gonna play.
Let Samaj Morgan rock that single digit or something. Let him look smooth out there. Because
what I'm saying is I don't think those are their numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, They just got those numbers to be on the sideline, but it ain't like they numbers.
Because Jaden, the quarterback, the recruit, the freshman, he was practicing in number 2, Jaden David.
I think that was big too. Them actually attending that, seeing that, like he was there. You know, he ran out with the team. They enrolled early, so he was at the game on the sideline. I love it. That was dope. Go ahead, King.
I saw some on Twitter. Our offensive line recruit, commit Kruger, he played basketball too. 6'8", 295, and he just played against another 4-star Michigan basketball recruit in an AAU game. But no, he moves. He plays basketball. It's like, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, in all actuality, if you have a good program, the young guys ain't supposed to be out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I mean, you said we didn't really know what Roman Wilson was going to be when he was a freshman, you know, so it's kind of like waiting and seeing, but they should know, you know, at this point in time, who's kind of, and I think Darius Morris probably knew, like, hey, I ain't next up. You know, Fred Moore was getting more run than him, and obviously Samaj was getting out there before him. Tyler Morris was out there before him, so it's like, hey, if you kind of just doing the math on the depth chart of where you at.
Right.
You like, shoot, let me go ahead and bust this
Going to
swerve
Oregon,
down.
ain't he? He transferred to Oregon. Fleming?
Did he make an announcement? I know when he came out, he was committed to Oregon, and he flipped to us, so he might go back to Oregon.
But Nick's is leaving, though, ain't he? Ain't Nick's leaving?
Yeah, but they got them other guys. Remember, they got two.
They got the transfer from Oklahoma and the
okay.
Yep, and Dante Moore.
UCLA.
Yep. So they got quarterback play out there, and they throw it around more. So I mean, it makes sense. You know, I ain't mad at a receiver leaving Michigan. You got to just call it what it is. We're ground and pound. You're not about to get featured over here like that. So
unless you're
featureable,
unless you show you're a Braylon Edwards or something like that.
Unless you're featureable, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not facts for sure. So, but still, all in all, our scheme ain't aired out. So
right, no facts.
I'm wondering if we're gonna miss out on some possible like transfers, guys, because they're gonna.
If you want to be a champion,
those who stay.
Yeah. So so we can pretty much say offense is gonna look totally different. But let's stick. Actually, you know what? Let's flip the defense. I'll come back to what I was gonna ask y'all. Defensive wise, I mean, we already had a bunch of guys declare. Keen, you got some names over there.
Jenkins, Colston went. You know, I mean, Sanders, they got no more eligibility. Barrett has no more eligibility, so we got a lot of guys going on defense.
So you say Colston, Jenkins,
Sanders still, Chris Jenkins, Jalen Harrell went.
I guess
he don't rely on that one interception to bolster you like that.
Oh no. Harold, 32. We talking about the DN.
Yeah, the defensive end.
Oh, I'm thinking about the other kid.
You thinking about Rob Moore?
I'm a little tired.
Rob Moore is sophomore. He got coming back.
He's staying.
Yeah. No, Rob Moore, he's a junior. He's a junior.
Okay, I could have swore I seen him leaving. I could have swore I saw Moore was leaving.
No, he's on the fence too, but we're talking about guys that already said it, like Junior Colston, Harold, Jenkins. We know Sanders still's out. Mike Barrett obviously is out.
Josh Wallace is gone because he was a grad transfer.
Wallace is out, so we losing a lot. But one thing I will say, I don't know. Harold did have a pretty good season, but he looks like more of a college player to me, like a great college player, as opposed to translating to the league type DN. So, I mean, I hope he makes it. I hope he does well. He was great for us. Seemed like a good dude.
Yeah.
He made some big plays. He hit Kyle McCord on that play where he threw that final pick. So, you know, he made big plays and big moments for us. And I hope he does make the league and do good things. But I have questions about whether he's, you know, fast enough. I don't assume he would run a fast 40, the combine, things like that. I don't
see any combine like breaker outers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. McGregor, I believe he has his COVID year to decide whether he's going to come back or not. Let's go there with that. Hellraiser McGregor off the edge. McGregor going or staying?
Dang, that's tough.
Ain't he
I
from Michigan?
stand, man. I stand. I think he got a little bit more tape to prove. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and this, since a lot of people on the D line leaving, he'd be able to move into like kind of that feature, and then just get his name bigger. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the reason I say he was staying. And he's a hellraiser, so I mean, you might have a spot in the league, but you might not.
Yeah, like you're gonna be on some Winovich, Chase Winovich shit. Like,
Right.
so, uh, King, where you at with
I
McGregor?
would say Stan. He's a Michigan dude.
Right.
Port Huron.
You're around, yeah.
And like he kind of got like overshadowed by Hutchinson. So now you're gonna have a 1 year where you like gonna be our probably like the featured DN.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that will make our defensive line like if he came back, bro, with Graham and Grant in the middle, and then on the other end, Josiah Stewart and who else?
Derek Moore.
Derek Moore. Like our defensive line probably topping one of the tops in the country again.
We be relying on you to win a ball games, bro.
Yep.
That'll get you to the league if your team rely on you and you come through.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make this prediction now. If he does come back, which I want him to, I think Josiah Stewart and Derek Moore are gonna be better than him for sure.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, they're all gonna rotate in like they did this year. All of them gonna play.
Yeah.
But I see Stewart towards the end of this season, he started balling. He made some big plays. I mean, that final play versus Bama, and he bulled that dude all the way back, and he was making plays down the stretch. Even in Washington game, he had some nice plays. Derek Moore had some nice plays. I feel like he's going to be definitely out after next year. So our D line, regardless whether he comes back or not, is going to be the strength of our entire team. I would imagine, because like King said, Mason Graham and Big Kenneth Grant on the interior. I don't know who's going to be a better interior in the nation than them two.
Right. Nobody's pushing them around.
And then behind them is Rayshon Benny, big boy.
They're going to be the bullies. They won't get bullied.
Yep. So, all right, let's go. I think I know Rod Moore has a year left. 9. Remember at the beginning of the year, him and Sab were in and out together.
And he might have been kind of injured or hurt.
Yeah, he was coming off injury, but once he got fully back, Rod Moore had a hell of a season.
Yep.
So there's questions about whether he's going to declare or not. B, Rod Moore.
Stay. Again, another one of them. Come back and just get more tape. Again, this is all up. I'm basing my preferences off of I don't think anybody's going to be a combine giant. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying it. Come and the guys that are on the fence, come back, get a little bit more tape.
Yeah. He's more of like just a smart football player, like
right.
Sound, like I'm out here where I'm supposed to be, making the right
playing a
system,
certain system.
I feel like you get more tape, you know what I'm saying? You can inch your way up into that, maybe that 4th, 5th, 3rd, 4th, 5th round, instead of like right now, they're gonna take the athletes first, you know what I'm saying? The people that are, you know what I'm saying, the animals, the combine beasts. So you might drift back to the 7th, 8th round, and then maybe a undrafted free agent. So I say come back and get more tape.
And one name I saw recently, and I was looking him up just because I saw his brother out there, was you remember last year, 22, Jamon Green, the corner we had? He had 1 extra year of eligibility. He had his COVID year when he timed out this year. So he could have been our other corner this year still. Yet he declared, went to the league, Giants, cut, not on the roster right now. He probably sick. I could have went got the NIL bag, national champion, and then hit the league still after this year. So maybe that could scare some people off. Like, oh, you see what happened to Jamon Green and his brother, who was not the good one.
He stayed.
He got him a ring. So,
and bro, it's the NIL. You got a safety blanket. You get in a little bag. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's imperative that you go to now. You got to get this money. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So, King,
what you like? You should have stayed, bro. You know your brother gonna clown you, though. You know what I'm saying? Like your own brother, like, man,
you're gonna walk into the crib. You're gonna walk into the crib just like, player.
He gonna be hating. Like, you ain't even play.
I don't care. You see it.
The camera people didn't play neither. They got one. Everybody in the building get one, baby.
Yep. Where you at with Rod Moore, King?
Hey.
I think he'll stay. I mean, I'm wondering how many guys are like, hey, we were on the best defense in the nation. Like, we're gonna carry a little clout off of that
Good point.
into the potential draft. 50-50 though, I would say. But if I had to pick, I would say stay for him too. Makari Page, if I'm not mistaken, he got his COVID year.
Yeah, he got a year. He got time. He's staying.
He got a COVID.
I mean, not saying he's staying, but my bad. That was my
yeah.
take.
All right, King. So you say
I
Page
peeped that.
staying?
Yeah.
B. Makari Page, safety.
Just got his COVID year. That's his only eligibility left. I'd say his decision goes based upon the rest of the defense. Like if they try to keep the defense together, then he'll stay.
Kind of like they did like last year. Like we all gonna stick around one more year.
Yep. Because I feel like that's the culture now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those who stay will be champions. It means something now. It means a lot more now.
We could put some stank on, some sauce on that now.
We're gonna be, I mean, depending upon who all leaves and stays, we're gonna be replacing a significant amount of guys, man.
Right.
Well, the replacements for those two is Sab and Quentin Johnson. So, I mean, if they do leave,
Quentin got some eligibility. I thought he was.
Excuse me.
From my sources, the sources I had, look, I got sources, so I look, blame them if it's wrong.
He might have a COVID year too. He probably got a COVID year. He might be a fourth year guy.
I'm wrong.
He might be a fourth year guy with a year left.
I'm gonna get back to him. I'm gonna look it up now.
Yeah,
the NIL is making a huge difference, man. That like it could keep those on the fence guys here. You know what I'm saying? Just because, again, I reiterate, you ain't racing to the league because that's the only way you could get paid now. You know what I mean? And as a national champion, like you're getting some money just because you got that ring. You know what I'm saying? Even like people on the bench gonna get a little bag. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a national champ.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Harbaugh's all about the kids getting their money. If he stay, he gonna have them in national commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole team and shit, you know?
Hey, speaking of Sab, you know, obviously we're saying if Rob Moore leaves, Sab is his replacement, who I mean, for a young guy,
he's a graduate student, Quentin Johnson.
So he done.
Yeah, he done. We get it right here on the Michigan Man Cave podcast. We're not gonna leave you with bad stats.
He was up there. I know he was up there.
Researchers going to work.
Right, he could be a graduate student, but what was this? Was his 5th year on the team?
It just say graduate student right now on.
Yeah, but you should be able to click and go through his years, like what his freshman year was, like how many years he been there or whatever. So,
senior 2022. So it says he's only a senior. Oh, yeah, it says senior 2022 was his senior year. So grad student 2023.
Right, but some dudes be graduating early and all that. So anyway, so
I get it.
Yeah, just go to see what They should have a breakdown for like his freshman year. He had played on special teams. Sophomore year, he did. You know what I'm saying? Like
his player stats.
Yeah. So that'll give you the real deal because sometimes
freshman year he did not see action, so he might have another year.
What year was that? That was
2019.
Right, 19, no action, and then he got the extra
20 was COVID, yeah.
COVID year.
Oh, he might have a year then.
Yeah.
Told you we get it right here on the Michigan Man Cave podcast.
So he should
just do the simple math.
Yeah, he should have a year left for sure. He came on playing pretty good too, other than when he tried to chase down Milrow when his neck was 3 feet up.
Goose and neck in.
Hey, but in regards to Sab, he actually didn't play bad in the game, but he had a pretty solid national championship game. But one thing me and Keen did notice, talk to him, Keen, what was we noticing up there when Sab was out there?
He was asking people questions. You could tell his body language. He was like, yo, yo, yo. And then people had to like signal to him like boom, boom, like, you know what I'm saying? So you could tell he's still young. But he does make plays. Like I saw a edit where he was like our 4th highest graded player, like his in like, you know what I'm saying, play grade for the game or whatever. So he made some plays, like, yeah.
You just gotta tell him where to go.
Yeah. Tell me where to go, coach. I will go there. I will jump off a mountain for you, coach.
Right.
And I die for this shit too.
All right, man. We could be on here all day, man. So
That one
We gonna wrap this thing up. I guess Keen, we'll let you get your last victory for the year on score predictions, and I wanted to be last place on this so bad.
He said, hey, look, I told you, Train called a lot of stuff, and he said what he said just now. He's like, yo, I want you to have the best score prediction. I'm like, me too. But yeah, so score prediction, Train had 35-27, B had 28-17. And you know what I do, you know what I'm saying? I did 34-13. Oh, no, excuse me, I did 35-17.
Oh, I was about to
The
say.
score was 34-13, but my prediction of 21 points was true, you know what I'm saying? So we didn't do the Alabama game. We forgot to do that one, but it ended up 6-1, I believe. So Train had 6 wins, I had 6 wins. And
The most important, man. I got the most important win.
was it?
Talking about a
Ohio
natty.
State.
Yeah, I got the natty game, you know what I'm saying? Just pretty good. Hey, look, I was confident. Like I said, I was like, I'm just more anxious to see what we're gonna do on defense as opposed to Penix Jr. He got to get the ball to him. He's not gonna be able to do it. Like you could tell he was off, bro. He was getting hit and his passes were off from the beginning of the game, dog. So, 21 points, it ain't nothing to a boss.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So y'all got to talk to me. We promised y'all basketball this year. And
hey, look, we're fair weather Michigan fans, man. Look, basketball Michigan fans.
I've been watching every game.
I've been watching.
Yeah, as hard as
I ain't watching them nasty fools. I've been listening to y'all. I'm like, they don't inspire me to watch them because these are so nasty.
Hey, look, I'll tell you, look, I'm so dedicated. I paid a little $5 and deleted my subscription to Peacock on that one game that we lost. Yeah, I was mad as hell. Like,
it's just hard for me to watch ignorant basketball, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up a basketball player, you know what I'm saying? We were taught a certain way to hoop, and I don't.
What they talking about, Train? What they talking about, the basketball team? What rumblings have you heard?
The rumblings ain't good out of Ann Arbor, man. Jawan losing the locker room, he losing respect. Players is basically shooing them off at practice. Doug McDaniels don't care, he looks like a cat that's out there just, hey, I'm here to hoop. I don't care about school. So he's academically ineligible right now and then I've never seen somebody get suspended 6 games, but it's just road games. Right. Stupid stuff. Like, how you suspend him for just road games, but he's good at the crib. And then Jawan, randomly, lets other coaches coach. Like, I understand you were sick, but then you were back. And then all of a sudden you went back to sitting on the bench and Martelli's coaching again. It's just too much. Your son is beefing with the strength coach. Hey, man, it's not
clown show, man. It's a mockery.
It's not in a good space. It's not in a good space right now. And I wish that Jawan would get it together. Y'all know y'all know I'm slow to be like, fire a coach, get rid of him. So if I'm there, it's getting close to a bad situation. So I hope they pull it together. When 3-Will is one of your best players, we're in a world of hurt. But the bad thing is that we're actually in every game.
Yeah.
And last game we lost to Maryland. We were up 12 in the first half. The game before that, I think was at Minnesota. We were up 10 in the first half. And we just can't close games. And the sad part about it is frustrating because we actually got enough talent to beat a lot of these teams. It's just they can't put it all together. So that's all the energy I got for hoop right now.
Look, we national champion, baby. We have no bad energy. No bad energy in here, man.
Hey, one last time in regards to football, B, talk to us about the Wow X one time, how they can follow us.
Hey, man, follow us at the Michigan Man Cave Podcast on X, formerly known as Twitter. As you can imagine, it's just a euphoric celebration. But then now, you know what I'm saying, I expect people, you know what I'm saying, are kind of shifting into the stories like we talked about today, recruiting, who's staying, who's leaving. But right now, man, people still just flying high. It's less than a week away, you know what I'm saying, less than a week removed. So, but follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at the Michigan Man Cave Podcast.
Yes, sir, King. What's popping on IG?
IG, you know, Michigan Man Cave podcast on Instagram. I still see the haters, you know. We still see them out there commenting. Even in the, I think it's the NCAA. They said that, you know, they want it fair and square. But people still just like the wording though. He said he didn't say, like, it's just like, bro, come on, Zog. We want it on the field. Like, what more y'all want from us, dog? You know what I'm saying?
Our
Like,
head coach didn't play in 6 games.
and that's why this shit was destiny, bro.
I'm
So
done addressing it, bro. I'm done
yeah,
addressing it.
Right.
we just gonna take this time. You know, I'm still posting, but just to, you know, celebrate, you know what I'm saying, the luster, the Michigan lore forever.
And make sure y'all subscribe to this YouTube page as well. Share it with somebody.
Help the algorithm out. That's what I hear all the time.
Share it with somebody. Hit like. And we definitely appreciate all the love and support that y'all been giving us all year. So who knows? Maybe we'll pop up with a few hoop podcasts here and there. But for right now, we're just floating on cloud nine. We're just enjoying this. And every week, you know, I always said we'll holler at y'all next week after we whatever and and I'm happy to say it's no longer any other dubs to get. We done got them all.
Beat them all. Michigan beat them all,
baby. National champs, baby.
So all my haters out there, we just gonna flash the rings at y'all. Because when we flash the rings, make sure you kiss the rings. So we'll sign off with that. Killer Kale, take us out of here. Michigan
is great.
National champ.
Michigan
15-0. Let's get it.
Hey, let me get a replica ring.
I'm about to get one. I've been looking.
Signing off. Go blue, baby.
Go blue.